Videos of alien encounters, werewolf sightings, and strange animal behavior widely flooded on the internet. This evidence not only forces us to consider what lurks in the shadows, but also prompts us to question the conventional thinking that believes that we are alone in the world. In this video, we are going to show you trail cam captures what no one was supposed to see. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Bobcat vs. Coyote. This video clip shows a few photos from a trail camera. A man captured a rare and intense standoff between a coyote and a bobcat on his trail cam. The footage shows the two animals facing off, with the coyote appearing to be on the defensive as the bobcat advances. Despite their similarities in size, the bobcat wins the standoff and the coyote eventually retreats. While bobcats and coyotes rarely fight, each knows the other is a formidable foe. This kind of confrontation is not unusual among wild animals, as they are often competing for the same resources, such as food and territory. It's interesting to see the dynamic between the two species, and it's a reminder that not everything has to come to blows. Dancing deer. This next trail camera caught a deer dancing. At first glance, viewers thought the deer might have walked into a nest of fire ants. But on second thought, she could also be engaged in a behavior called spotting or pranking. Spotting is when a deer is startled or frightened. They jump into the air, kicking their legs out before landing on all fours and running away. This behavior is seen in various species. They use this behavior as a means of communication and to signal their fitness and alertness to potential predators. Unicorn elk. A trail camera set up in the woods of Colorado captured a mysterious unicorn-like creature wandering through the forest. The animal, with a single horn protruding from its forehead, has caused a great deal of speculation and excitement among local residents, and even some wildlife experts. As we've all been taught, the existences of unicorns are purely fictional. They're mythical creatures. And it's impossible for a real animal to have a single horn protruding from its forehead. This seems like a real animal, and that's really a horn. In all honesty, it looks like a perfectly healthy elk with some type of mutation that makes the horn growing from its head. Some people are claiming that this is photographic trickery. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now, let's get back to our topic. Sleepy deer. This next trail cam capture comes from Brian Salmon. At first glance, he thought he had a deer die right in front of his camera. However, the photo actually shows deer visiting and sleeping in the same spot nearly every night. Salmon says the deer, a young buck, calmly walks up to the spot every few nights and just lies down. It's unusual behavior, as deer are known to be skittish, and they avoid sleeping in the same place for multiple consecutive nights. He agrees with how interesting it is to see this. He agrees it's really cool to see this, and thinks it may have something to do with this particular location being safe, or the deer just feeling really comfortable. Experts say it could indicate that the area is a migration or feeding location. I'd be interested to know what the experienced outdoorsman thinks about this. It's always fascinating to see wild animals in their natural habitats. UFO. There has been a recent increase in reports of UFO sightings by pilots. These sightings have occurred all over the world and have been reported by pilots of commercial and military aircraft. The pilots have described the UFOs as being a variety of shapes and sizes, and some have reported that the objects were able to move at high speeds and make sudden maneuvers that would be impossible for known aircraft. The FAA has encouraged pilots to report any unusual sightings to the agency, and many pilots have done so. They also state that they take these reports very seriously and investigate each one thoroughly. The military and other government agencies have also been monitoring these sightings. An unidentified flying object, more recently renamed by U.S. officials as an unidentified aerial phenomenon, is any perceived aerial phenomenon that cannot be immediately identified or explained. On investigation, most UFOs are identified as known objects or atmospheric phenomena, while a small number remain unexplained. The increasing number of UFO sightings reported by pilots has led to a renewed interest in the phenomenon of UFOs and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Misplaced antler. Speaking of antlers in the wrong places, a deer caught on a trail camera has been captured with an antler stuck in its neck. The footage shows the deer moving around with the antler protruding from its neck, seemingly unbothered by it. This type of phenomenon is called cross-browsing, where a buck during root engages in intense fights, and one of them can get their antlers stuck in another's flesh. While it may look painful, these types of injuries are usually not life-threatening, and the deer will typically be able to remove the antler on its own. But of course, in some cases, the protrusion may cause significant damage to the animal, its vision and mobility, making it more vulnerable to predators or disease. It's always amazing to see the way these animals have the capability to adapt and heal. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment your thoughts below if you liked this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.